You're not my dad!
What up, Hope Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. I have my husband here. Hello, husband.
What's up?
How you doing?
So, I saw the title of this video.
Yeah. You want to read the title of this video?
No, you handle a little intro. Yeah.
I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe.
It's about Dark Souls. It's a Dark Souls video. What the hell? Why did you just hit the Dark Souls? What are you doing? You're supposed to tell them what it's about. Come on, let's get to it.
I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe and sanitized. Uno momento, por favor, mi amor.
Drink your Estes flask. It's better than ivermectin.
Yeah, actually. So this video is called The Story of Dark Souls. It's an animated storybook. This video is by Video Games Retold. It just popped up on my For You page, and I knew I had to show it to you. I'm super excited. So, real quick, I don't know any of the lore of Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls 3.
Yep.
Okay? I fucking kicked ass at that game. That game was great.
Yep.
And then I quit before it was over. And I didn't understand anything that was going on. I don't, so I'm walking into this blind.
We had her start, of course, night class, easy.
Yeah.
Straight strength build.
Yep.
She used the Fuma Ultra Great Sword for late game stuff. And her favorite fight is the Pontiff. Just so people are aware. Love the Pontiff. It's your favorite.
Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, look at the book. This is freaking cool. Holy smokes. What the heck?
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog, a land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity, heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came, and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead, the Witch of Izalith, and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights, and the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease, and Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire, though eventually the first flame flickered and waned, and so too did the power of the lords, who feared the coming Age of Dark. Desperate, the Witch of Izalith attempted to recreate a new flame using her soul of life, but instead chaos emerged, corrupting the witch and her daughters, and spreading across the land, giving birth to wicked demons. Left with no other choice, Gwyn divided his soul of light amongst his disciples and sacrificed himself to the flame, prolonging the Age of Fire another 1,000 years. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the dark sign that brands the undead, those who are cursed to be reborn after death, but eventually degenerate into insanity. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north, where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This was to be the fate of one particular lowly undead. Or so he thought. He awoke, cold and frail, to a heavy thud in his cell.
Okay, so That what you just heard beforehand was like Demon Soul area kind of stuff before Dark Souls. That was prelude stuff.
Okay.
How we got to this point. The world you're in Dark Souls is a world where the flame needs to be relit. The flame is
gone out.
It's going out.
Going out.
Right? And so you need to rekindle the flame.
Right.
So to rekindle the flame, you have to collect the
all
flame
the pieces
from the Lords of Cinder and then sacrifice them to the flame.
Okay. I got it.
Okay. And the flame at this point is not the original flame that they had. It's like a remake, kind of like a perversion of the flame that uses souls. So that's where the whole soul aspect comes into it. It's kind of like, it's like they did a good job making it really convoluted enough to be enough interpretations where it wasn't just confusing. You also wasn't sure exactly what's happening.
Right.
But souls equal life. It equals power.
Yeah.
Like life force for the world. And without that, people are just like walking husks where they're not really dead.
Yeah.
They're just are soulless. They're kind of searching for people with souls to kind of steal it for themselves.
That makes sense.
So they can keep moving. And that's why they're all like the dead bodies that laying around.
Yeah.
Around the whole thing. So this is you.
A body and a key. A knight peered down from the skylight above. After unlocking his cell, the undead found his savior slouched on the ground and near death.
I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know.
Because you can choose whether or not to light the flame. So it's kind of cool because that guy who at the start of the show like releases you from your cell in the search of sane undead, you can kind of keep going. It's like a player of Dark Souls who died. And then your playthrough is like essentially you like never dying and making the entire pilgrimage, you know, because every time you die, it's kind of like a resets back, you know, but like then you actually made the pilgrimage just like a nobody, which is why it's so fucking hard. Yeah. Just some random fucking guy.
Some random dude,
Yeah, so it's fucking dope.
Finally, after an eternity of rotting away day after day, there was hope. His purpose, having lifted his withered heart, the now chosen undead was swept away to Lordran. The kingdom was teeming with undead, lost souls waiting to go hollow, and those who already had. Some were overcome with the nihilism of the age.
Yeah.
Only few still were emboldened with faith.
These scenes that they're doing are all from Dark Souls 1 in order, too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Or perhaps they were just fools. The task was simple. Ring the bells and discover the true fate of the undead. Getting there was proving more difficult. After countless struggles and clashing of steel, after climbing the tallest castle and traversing the deepest depths, both bells were rung, and a serpentine creature arose from the darkness.
Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel. Fill the vessel with powerful souls, commensurate to the great soul of Gwyn. Scarce few possess such brilliant souls. Grave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Gwyn's soul, and Lord Gwyn's former confidant, Seath the Scaleless.
Collecting the Great Lord's souls would be no easy feat, but with each fallen fiend, the chosen undead grew stronger.
Yeah, I do.
The vessel would need to be retrieved, but was guarded by powerful servants of the king. Proving his strength, the chosen undead was granted audience with the beautiful Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Princess of Sunlight.
O chosen undead, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee, and beseech thee. Succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
What's up?
Do you have to kill her?
No.
The vessel would now need to be filled with the powerful Lord's souls, and it was time to pay their owners a visit. Nito, keeper of the soul of death, who slumbered motionless in his crypt, got a rather rude awakening.
So freaking.
Seath the Scaleless, gone mad in his pursuit of sorcery, locked up the feisty undead. But iron bars could hold him no longer.
Exactly.
The Witch of Izalith, deformed and confined to her bed of chaos, thrashed with all her might. The landscape was treacherous indeed, but with a leap of faith, the monstrosity was felled. The final soul hid in the blackness of the abyss. The chosen undead journeyed deeper and deeper into shadow. The dark was thick and heavy, but the ring of a fallen knight would keep him safe from the encroaching corruption. The four kings emerged from the vacant abyss, surrounding the undead. But, one by one, with a flash of his sword, the kings were no more.
So fucking cool.
Undead warrior.
Now, do you have to fight all four of them at one time?
They like spawn in at different times, but the play area is completely black. It's like in complete darkness. And the run down there is basically in complete darkness. It's one of the hardest areas like ever created in a video game that people don't talk about because most people don't make it that far into Dark Souls.
That sounds mad stressful.
Yeah, it's extremely stressful. At this point, if you're going to play it, just watch a guide when you get stuck and stop having fun, and then just spam the boss fight until you get tired and have people like explain stuff to you. Because it's actually like insanely frustrating. I played it sitting on a couch with my leg busted up, so I had a lot of time.
Conqueror of the Four Kings.
A familiar, devilish, toothy grin crept into view.
I am the primordial serpent, Darkstalker Kath. I can guide thee and illuminate the truth. Your ancestor claimed the dark soul and waited for fire to subside, and soon the flames did fade, and only dark remained. Lord Gwyn trembled at the dark by sacrificing himself to link the fire and commanding his children to shepherd the humans. Gwyn has blurred your past to prevent the birth of the Dark Lord. You must destroy the fading Lord Gwyn, who has coddled fire and resisted nature, and become the fourth Lord, so that you may usher in an age of dark.
I don't want to.
And now, a dilemma. Which primordial serpent was to be trusted? Either way, the Lord of Cinder himself needed to be conquered. With the Lord Vessel engorged and placed upon the altar, the great door guarding Gwyn was opened. The smell of ash and dying ember on the stale air. Still nursing the first flame, Gwyn turned on the intruder and challenged him to a final duel. The chosen undead, embodying the souls of great knights, beasts, and even demons, and burning with their collective power, dealt the final blow to the ancient lord. With Gwyn defeated, the undead had one final task: the fate of all chosen undead. Reignite the flame and perpetuate the age of fire, or allow the flame to dwindle and bring about the age of man. Which path was chosen? Only the gods know.
What? No.
Well, you get to choose.
What did you choose?
Who do you think I chose?
You fucking let the flame go out, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew
The
it.
only reason I ever lit the flame ever in my Dark Souls career is to get the achievement.
You like the flame, bro.
Let that shit go out.
Praise the sun, my nigga.
That guy came up and said, bro, ho. I didn't think he was going to live this long. You know, y'all niggas really are savages. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
You're so messed up. Well, the battery fucking died. So just pretend we said like a bunch of like really pithy, intelligent things about the game. Instead of just like
yes.
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
Yes. Oh, yes. Excalibur.
Twirl your mustache.
From the United Kingdom.
There we go.
Searching for heaven.
That's what happened.
California.
But this was great. I was mad confused, but it definitely started to make more sense as everything went along.
Yeah.
So I had a great time. This was fucking cool. Like I said, I walked into this not knowing any of the lore of Dark Souls. I took a creative writing class, and one time this person brought a submission, and their submission was Dark Souls fan fiction.
Ooh.
This was better than that.
Right. Yeah. This was good.
This was fantastic. The narration style was so freaking good, like dramatic enough without being like overly campy. The animation was fucking dope. Like the drawings were just incredible.
And they were you know, inspired by the actual areas in the game too. So.
This was just so good. This is such a creative way to retell this.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave your reaction requests and recommendations down in the comments below. And other than that, peace out, ho biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.